everyone and welcome to today's video. My name's Amy if you're new here, and today you guys are coming with me charity shopping. We're going to see what we can find, but not only that, I'm going to give you my best tips while I'm there. Well, in fact, I'm going to voice over Amy. We'll give you all of her tips while in person Amy shows you the things. Basically, I'm going to run over all of my favourite tips, tricks, things I will never miss in a charity shop, because so many people ask me, how do you find the good bargains, good things? And honestly, I use these tips every time I go, and that is going to be my first tip, is just go as often as you can. Go to different areas, because some shops are going to just be laid out and you're going to love it. Other shops are not going to be for you, and that is just the nature of charity shopping. But without further ado, let's get into the come shop with me. So today I am shopping in Basildon, and my first tip is to bring a tote bag and wear kind of comfy footwear. I feel like going to a place that has multiple charity shops in one place is the best, rather than having to kind of drive around to separate ones. My first thing I do is normally check kind of whatever's in the front. In this store it was shoes. They had quite a few nice pairs, but always check the size and the price of shoes, so I feel like sometimes they can be priced quite high. These shoes were so funky, but I just don't think I'm cool enough and or wear that many colours. The next thing I went to was the dresses, and they had some lovely wrap dresses. They're one of my favourite things to thrift, because you can just change the button around just to fit you perfectly. I was obsessed with this lilac dress, but another tip is don't buy things you don't need. I didn't have an occasion to wear this, I just thought it was beautiful. So just avoid buying things that you don't really need. The next tip is to not skip over the basics. I had basic Zara tops in here, which are amazing. Also, shop in every section. They section them off into men and women, but clothes don't have a gender. You buy whatever you want. The next store was British Heart Foundation, and my next tip is to check the windows. Also check the new goods section if they have one. You can find great pieces in here. Obviously not secondhand, but still lovely. Another thing I always do is check the bags. I found so many lovely mini bags in charity shops. Again, with the shoes, check the soles just to make sure they're not too scuffed on them. I thought they were gorgeous. I was very tempted by them shoes. Let's come with a list of books I am looking for and just check over them so I don't end up buying unnecessary books, but there is always so many. Also loads of gift sets. If you are thinking about Christmas this early, then definitely check it out, because they have so many lovely gift sets in there which would be great for so many people, from wax melts to body creams. They have so many. They also have lots of homeware, so if you're buying a new house, definitely go and check your local store. Again, checking the windows as always, and never sleep on these outlet stores. Most of them have prices that were set and they are amazing. Then just looks over at the shoes, and never skip the baskets. Quite often they will just chuck loads and loads of miscellaneous things, but I've got so many nice things in the baskets before. Another thing to not scrimp on is the jackets and coats. Remember to think outside the box. I've got a blazer in here before, which I wear as a dress, that I absolutely love. Again, with the baskets, scarves are an amazing thing that quite often are chucked in a basket. You can wear these as a top, in your hair, on your bag. There's so many different ways to style scarves. I also looked at this skirt and just absolutely loved it and had to include it in this video. Another box, this time filled with lingerie. I love buying like corsets and things like that secondhand, so always check in the baskets because you never know what you might find. They also have a kind of new packets of stuff also. Again, with the homeware, I loved this green cushion, but I then went over to Mind, which have got the most gorgeous window display. I want every single one of these wedding dresses, and they had a half price sale. Look out for sales in your charity shops, because quite often there are some. And just look at the colours on all of these shorts. They are super funky. Again, with bric-a-brac, I try and think outside the box, think if any of them would be good for a DIY present, and just always have a rummage at the bric-a-brac. And if you know any children, there's always a massive toy section in most of the charity shops, and most of them are worth a look. Evening dresses, I literally love looking at evening dresses, but again, don't have any occasion to buy them, and I'm trying to only buy things for things I need. But they had so many lovely clothes in this store, and as it said in the window at the front, everything was half price. The next thing I looked at was records, CDs, DVDs, games. There is always a massive section. If you're looking for a specific CD, I recommend popping into your local charity shop first, because you never know what you might find. Again, lots and lots of books, which are always a good buy. Cancer Research in Basildon is also another outlet store, so everything is £3 or less. I skipped over to the sizes around my size, which is my next tip of don't just shop in your size in the charity shops. A lot of things have been stretched, shrunk, and if you look at the material of things, you can normally work out if it's going to fit you or not. Then I popped into the bric-a-brac section, and as always, so many lovely glasses, plates, bowls, vases, literally you name it, they had it in this store. Perfect if you've just bought a house, going to uni, or in general just need a top up. Also, again with baskets, but little baskets this time, always get some nice jewellery in there. And again in the lingerie section, looking for things I can wear as a top. So they are all or most of my charity shopping tips. If you have any, be sure to leave them below. If you have any questions, also leave them below. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.